Hey, what is up, guys? I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a quick little recap of my current performance. This is my first day actually swing trading. I got all of the funds transferred on over and everything. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to go ahead and state is I did go ahead and enter Scco. And as of right now, I am currently red on the position. My stop loss is actually 183.59. It did not tag my stop loss as of yet. So market is closed. If we do somehow get a gap down, I'll probably be waiting for the first 5-minute orb. And if we can't reclaim, if it does somehow gap down or whatever the case may be, I will be using the 5-minute orb. If it breaks the low of it, then I'm going to stop out. If we end up gapping up and we get over it, I will hold on to the position. It looks good. The only issue is it just wasn't catching traction. Like, this is a copper company, right? And if you look at copper's futures, like, it's not moving as well as copper futures is moving. So, like, you know, I thought that when I got into this position, I thought that we were gonna get some nice movement in the direction of that, you know, the upward direction in Scco. And unfortunately, we have yet to see that. It has consolidated really nice. We do have these higher lows. And we have broken this trend line, and we're currently just sitting at it. And I'm just like, you know, what I'm hopeful for, guys, to be honest, tomorrow is I'm hopeful for a slight gap up. So maybe like 187.15-ish. Somewhere around there, we're gapping up to that level, and then we rip above this high. If we just start sitting here and diddling and doing nothing, I might just have to just take the L on this position and then move on. You know, I have about a 10% position in this company, my portfolio. So I have about a 10% position in that. Scco&Cenx is something else that I did go ahead and add. I'm actually green on this name, not by much, but I really like how this name formed this inside day and is holding on to this 50 daily SMA. So my hopes is that we get a slight gap up as well on this name, and then maybe we can get above this this previous, you know, candle here to then rip up and hopefully break all-time highs. Those are the only two names that I am in. I did take Scco&Cenx, but I basically scalped it, guys. Like, I got in essentially near like the lows, and then I was gonna swing this over, but then I didn't have the wallet pad that I needed to feel comfortable swinging Scco&Cenx. Like, I am not gonna take a levered ETF overnight with a strong market. Like, I don't know if this market's gonna gap up and then blow off yet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, realistically, if that gap up happens, we're probably gonna be gapping down to like $40, $39. It just wasn't worth it. I had about a 10% position in this as well. I didn't make anything. It's literally a flat trade on Scco&Cenx. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys essentially my positions right here. This is what I'm currently in. I'm down about $73 in Scco, and I'm up like what, $4 in CNX. Now, you know, it's small positions, guys. You guys already know this is a relatively small account, right? It's a $30,000 account. It's a little bit smaller than that actually, but it's roughly about a 30K account. And you know, so we're just trading with 10% position sizing, and we're trying to let these things work if they're able to work. Because, man, if Scco can shoot up 30%, we get Scco&Cenx to shoot up, you know, 20, 15, whatever percent. You know, that's. And by the way, Scco&Cenx is about 5%, or maybe a little bit less. Yeah, about like 5% of my portfolio. So in totality, I think I might have a little over 10%. Like, I think I might have like 12 to 13% of my portfolio actually working for me right now. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, this is what I currently hold. I'm probably going to stop out at Scco tomorrow, depending on if it gaps down or not. I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully Scco&Cenx can act well. This is obviously the aluminum name, right? So hopefully this could somehow get over that daily 20, maybe break out of this area up here, and then it could look pretty sexy. I did underperform today, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we had ALPD. Like, we had this beautiful mover, man. Like, there's a lot of like frustrating. Is it what was it? ALP ALPD? No, wait, what? ALP. Was it not D? Oh my god, what the heck was the ticker? I forget the ticker name, but it doesn't matter. Man, look, we had Tesla obviously acting really well. We have BE that acted really well. You know, like slight gap up, ripped up higher. We had MP, and you guys know that I was talking about MP. You know, we had MP acting fairly well off of that, you know, undercut on the 20 and the little 200 daily SMA tap. That acted very well. Like, we had Rio on a gap up, you know, so like there was quite a few. We had Laser, right? Like if you look at the right side, we had Laser, you know, that literally this is part of the photonics. So slight gap up and it's basically back at the all-time highs of its earnings day. You know, and I talked about this yesterday, you know, that if it could build sideways and move, like that would look good. What else did we have? We had cores that look better, man. Like a lot of names just look better than what I got into. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit frustrated that I kind of flubbed today, to be honest. I feel like I did not perform to the best of my capabilities on my first day swinging. So I'm not really happy, you know, about my performance. I sound like fucking GSP right now. But I'm not. And then we had like uranium. What is it? UEC? You know, we had UEC. Look at this nice, like, kind of move up. Like, I mean, they were just better names, man. And I just, you know, I'm hoping that I can get some traction in some of the names that I'm in. I think CCJ might end up being in play at some point. Looks really decent. We also had SOLS, you know, broke out of the all-time highs. You know, it fell right back within this range. It's slightly a close, like it closed at its all-time high, so a closing all-time high, you know. I had ALM, like, fumbled this, bro, like, you know, it has the trend line, so it's not gone yet. It could form some inside days and then really get going. I'm interested maybe over this area right here. If it gets over this area, I'll probably be you know, all over that. VRT was another one that was a banger. Like, you guys could just see, man, I missed out on a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, a little bit frustrated for me. I mean, there's nothing I can truly do, you know? I just got to work better at what I'm doing. I missed like a lot. Like, I just missed a lot of this action, guys. I just did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just missed it. It's going to happen. You know, I'm in Ariel's Discord, and he was, you know, there was a couple people in the Discord that felt like they underperformed as well today. And, you know, I kind of just got to understand that, you know, I'm new to swing trading, and I do know the chart patterns, and there's just going to be some days where this happens, right? You just get into the wrong names or the names that aren't moving, and then you're seeing other people in these names that are up like 20%, 15%, all of this stuff, and you're sitting here like, damn, man, I made the worst decision. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. Another name that looked really well today was actually Ariel ended up talking about it, and I had this on my watch. You guys already know I had this on my watch. This name right here was a banger. You remember, guys, I talked about how this thing just loves hugging that daily 2010, and it does these little kind of washouts towards that 50 and automatically reclaims like every time. So, you know, I had a bunch of names that I can kind of get into, and it just, you know, it just didn't work. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, SCCO is not going to work, because there's obviously the chance that it slightly gaps up and keeps on moving. I haven't been stopped out of that position yet, so, you know, it's still a go, but I missed out on a lot. We have a AMKR that looks pretty nice, right? If this thing could move sideways for a couple of days, let that daily 50 catch up, lower this ATR times the 50 SMA, right? Get this up here a little bit. Move sideways. This can be a good name, right? So that looks really good. And let's see what else we had. We had NVT. NVT still looks good. It's sort of the same case. Move sideways and kind of get a breakout. It did have like it did touch an all-time highs, but retraced a little bit. This name does look pretty decent. KLAC is really interesting because KLAC actually looks like a gap filled, and it's kind of feeling like kind of like a double top. Like it kind of has like not necessarily like it's not exactly a double top, but it filled in this like 1900 gap, and it's now staying heavy. Like this candle's kind of bad. It doesn't look like a good candle, but this is the type of name that can have a slight gap up and go, and we are in the market where slight gap ups and runs is just happening. Like who knows, guys, when we're gonna get a pullback in the SPY and QQQ, man. Like it just, dude, it just feels like we're never gonna see the daily 10 SMA again. Like that's how it's currently feeling when you're looking at the SPY, when you're looking at QQQ. You know, it's like, dude, do we ever even come back and test some of these damn moving averages, or are we just never gonna look back? Like we just, red days don't happen anymore. Like that, it's gonna be interesting because Trump's going to China, right? I think he's going to China with Tesla, with Elon. So, you know, if who knows? You know, if somehow Trump can't get a deal, or you know, there's some negative reports and stuff like that, who knows how that can affect the market? But he is going to China, I believe, and that could be a big factor. Now, what I did notice is like USO, right? USO is just not giving up, guys. This name is not gonna let go. Like oil is just here to stay. Silver is looking good as well. Like we have what is it? EXK. Like look at this name building up, slight gap up and ripped higher, reclaiming all of the SMAs. We had SVM. Like this name, is this actually an all-time high? Like what are we talking about? It's an all-time high. Like in metals. Oh no, not an all-time high, but it's a high. It's a 52-week high, guys. So silver ended up catching a nice little bid here today. It was actually the strongest sector on the day. Semiconductors was like third. We had names like Poet doing well, NVTS. Let me actually check Poet really quick here, because this thing just, yeah, look at this thing, bro. It just does not want to, you know, it had that gap down and just boom, right back up. You know, we had that. CRDO was another one. Wolf looks good. MU, obviously, like this name just, I think it gapped up today, and then it was trying to go back down, and it just didn't. You know, MU still a monster. MU is gonna go up to like 840. I think what is it for it to hit $1 trillion? Is it $880? And then I think that it's a $1 trillion company. Like there's a good chance that Micron is probably gonna get to 880 before like the pullback does happen in this market. Like I don't see why it doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure this is gonna end up being a $1 trillion company here. So that looked good. Laser, obviously, we talked about. Another one that I had talked about was Rhombus, RMBS. This was a name that I talked about, and look how this ended up building up and looking good. Like, and I missed this one as well. Like, this is what I mean. There was a lot of opportunities that I could have gotten into some really decent trades with really good cushions, and instead of that, I'm sitting here in a slightly green position and a red position, and I'm just like, how did I end up here? But kind of is what it is. You know, I don't know essentially what I'm gonna go ahead and do with these positions. Like if one hits my stop, then I'm just gonna go ahead and be out. It looks like CENX, like CENX and SCCO. If these two names just move sideways and don't do anything, I'm just gonna let them go. Like, or if it stops me out, then it's just gonna be a stop out. And I'm just gonna work on some other names, guys, because it's just hard, man. It's hard to put myself in, like, you know, semiconductors, computer names, you know, anything like that. It's very kind of difficult because of the attachment that it has behind the Qs. And it just feels like, man, I mean, I know I'm saying that, dude, can we get like a, you know, pullback? But like, I don't want to buy tech names up here. Like, if you're already in positions, like, you're loving life. But if you're someone who's trying to establish new positions, you know, and you didn't take advantage of the BEs, the Teslas, the CRDO, the laser, you know, it's like, I mean, how much can you trust QQQ up here without any pullbacks? You know what I'm saying? Like how far is this right now? How far are we? We are, what is this from the all-time? We're 11% away from the prior all-time highs, like the peak, like right here, like that's where we are. We're, dude, that's insane, and it's like it's not even giving any pulls. it's almost 10 times its ATR from the 50. So, I don't know. Hopefully SCCO works. Hopefully CENX works. That's just what I have on my current swings. And if possible, if we do start getting a shift in QQQs, I have no problem taking something like a SQQQ long. I have no problem taking something like a Scco&Cenx long. This is the inverse Scco&L. So like when you look at like Scco&L, it's the inverse of this. And this has been, I mean, it's almost at $200, guys. Like, this is so wild. We are in such a wild market, guys. We really are. Like, if you guys were able to get positioned early, you're just enjoying this whole ride. And kudos to all of you guys who may have gotten that, because this is just insane. We are just in an insane market, and that's basically all, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the watch list, or not my watch list, but this is just my, what I'm currently in, and I showed you guys where my stops are, and that's basically all I have for you guys. We'll see how everything wants to go ahead and build. Hopefully I can get some traction on my names that I'm in. And if not, it's okay. I'll take my stop like a big boy, and I will try to find other opportunities. Remember, I don't even have to be right, 50% of the time, 60% of the time, 70% of the time swing trading. The sweet spot for me is about 30 to 40% of the time, guys. And if I can get somewhere there and get the proper RRs off, that's all that's all that matters. So like, you guys will end up seeing just a shit ton of losses throughout the whole documentation of me growing this account to 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever the case may be. Like, you're gonna see a shit ton of losses. It just is what it is. That's how swing trading works. Qual Maggie deals with it, Ariel deals with it, so on and so forth. I don't have to go through the names. You guys already know who they are. All of them go through it. And I'm just going to be a byproduct of that. Like, I'm going to get stopped down on names, and if I get stopped out, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just move on, and that's all. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys in, well, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow with another recap. And maybe I'll start doing like a little watch list or whatever, incorporate both, like a watch list video and kind of my, what positions I'm currently in. And yeah, but currently, man, honestly, I just don't have much on watch. Like, other than like uranium, copper, the metals, maybe AMKR, I don't really have anything that's screaming out to me because of the way that we're overextended. If anything, I want to be shorting, right? I want to be shorting, or it's actually not even shorting. I want to be taking the inverse, right? When the SPY's coming down, when QQQ's coming down, I want to be taking SQQQ long. So that just hasn't happened yet. TER built in a nice little inside day here, which is also part of the semiconductor sector. It's just, I'm just uncomfortable trading these right now with how the QQQs are just extended. But that's all I have for you guys, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the recap. Hope you guys enjoyed the transparency. And yeah, that's all. Later.